Hey everybody, welcome back to Muck Club. It is that time again. It's Sunday afternoon. We are an hour late. It's 3:12 p.m. right now, Eastern Time, instead of 2 o'clock p.m. So I apologize for my tardiness on getting on this live stream today. But we're going to go ahead and make that up for you guys with a good review today. Today we are at Pizza Hut in Marietta, Ohio, which is at 12 Acme Street. And let me see if I can flip the camera real quick. And there you go. There's the building. That's where we're at today. Pizza Hut at 12 Acme Street, Marietta, Ohio. Just switch it back. There we go. And today what we're trying is the Chicago Tavern-Style Pizza that they've been offering now for several months. But this is the first I've stopped at Pizza Hut this year. So we've tried Domino's, we've tried Papa John's, and I wanted to get in a few more pizza places before the end of the year. That way I can go ahead and do a best of review in January, and we can kind of compare some of these specialty pizzas from the different locations, different franchises. So what we've got today is, as I said, the new Chicago Tavern-Style Pizza. Their website, pizzahut.com, describes it as full of crispy bites and bold flavor, inspired by the bar pies of Chicago. Just a personal note, I hate when they call pizzas pies. For me, when you have a pie, pizza and pie are two completely different things in my mind. Of course, I know people from New York and Chicago where they specialize in pizzas and stuff. It's very common to call them pies. That's just my personal thing. I would never call a pizza a pie. But anyway, inspired by the bar pizzas of Chicago and crafted with a touch of Pizza Hut magic, our new Chicago Tavern-Style Pizza goes hard. And again, this is just a bunch of rhetoric on here. I just want the specifics. So it says, all your favorite toppings on this crispy, thin crust. So I like thin crust pizza. And the difference between the regular thin crust pizza and what they're calling this Tavern-Style Pizza is apparently the crust is even thinner than the thin sliced or thin crust pizza. It's supposed to be like a wafer, like real cracker, crispy, and so that appeals to me. So I'm going to probably enjoy these for the style of the crust. But anyway, all your favorite toppings on a crispy thin crust sprinkled with new cheesy garlic hut dust seasoning. New cheesy garlic hut dust seasoning. And square cut for snacking and sharing. And I like that, the thin crust with the sliced into squares. And now stop imagining, stop drooling, and order up a Chicago Tavern-Style Pizza. Okay, and the different recipes they have here, they've got listed: double pepperoni, pesto margherita, ultimate, or spicy chicken sausage. And participation and availability varies. Now, as I said in my video when I was coming on earlier today to let you guys know that we were running late, this is they've got the large for $12. I'm looking at their sign right now. I'll flip it over so you can see it. There. I'll try to zoom in. There's the sign right there. Okay, the large is $12. New Tavern-Style Pizza there, you can see on the sign. But that's what they got today. They come in large for $12. Medium is $10. And so since they got the 4 different styles, I wanted to try at least 2 of them. So instead of getting a large, I got 2 mediums. And whereas the large is $12, the mediums are only $10. So I got 2 medium pizzas for $20 total, even, $20 even. Then you just add your tip on top of that. So let's see, looking through their website, the description, that basically says the same thing there. What toppings come on the new Chicago Tavern-Style Pizza? Can come with all your favorites, plus our new basil, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, basil pesto, fire roasted red peppers, chicken sausage, caramelized onions, and grape tomatoes. So those are some of the new ingredients that they've added just for these pizzas. And I'm sure these won't be on every single one of them. It depends on which variety you get, but those are the varieties that the different toppings that they are offering that are included on one or more of these 4 pizzas. So the Pesto Margherita, which we've got today, has sweet marinara sauce, grape tomatoes, garlic, basil pesto, and Parmesan-oregano seasoning. So that's one that we've got. That sounds good to me, so we're going to try it. The next one we've got is the ultimate, and that is with sausage, pepperoni, fire roasted peppers, onions, grape tomatoes, and Parmesan-oregano seasoning. So those are the 2 that we're going to try today. In addition to those, they've got 2 others that I'm not getting today, and we'll have to try some other time. There's the spicy chicken sausage, and those of you that are regular viewers know that I'm not a huge fan of spicy foods, so I may end up passing on that one. Spicy chicken sausage with spicy marinara, chicken sausage, fire roasted peppers, caramelized onions, and Parmesan oregano seasoning. So this seasoning, the Parmesan oregano seasoning, I see that's becoming a common theme among these. It's on all of them. And then finally, you got the double pepperoni with sweet marinara. So the spicy chicken one has the spicy marinara. This one has the sweet marinara. With classic pepperoni, crispy cup pepperoni, and Parmesan oregano seasoning. Now I am interested in trying that one because it's got the 2 different types of pepperoni on it. It's got the classic style pepperoni plus the crispy cup pepperoni. And earlier in the year, we tried the crispy cuppy pepperoni pizzas from, I think we did both Papa John's and Domino's. So it would be interesting to try their version of it and compare the 3 different franchises and see which one is best. So I may come back soon and try that double pepperoni one. But again, I'll probably pass on the spicy chicken sausage. But anyway, that's what we got today. And let's go ahead and see what we got. So I'll go ahead and hold up the boxes for you. Okay. I'll get a good thumbnail out of that one. Okay, this first box we've got, again, these are the mediums for $10 a piece. Okay, this is the first one. Check that out. And let me bring up the descriptions again. I got a receipt. The receipt doesn't have any information on it. It's just like the register receipt that shows how much I paid, and it doesn't have the details. So I always like to get an itemized receipt so I can read right off of it and tell you guys what I got. But we got the that was the Pesto Margherita pizza I just showed you. And this one is the ultimate, with sausage, pepperoni, peppers, onions, tomatoes, and the seasoning. There we go. This one's the ultimate. Try to bend this back so I can get it in the frame. There we go. I'll go ahead and hold the other one up too, so we can get both pizzas in the shot. There we go. These are looking good. Okay, so let's go ahead and try these out. First, let's try this Pesto Margherita one. Okay, gonna go ahead and get a corner piece off wee little piece there. See on the bottom, this doesn't feel very, extremely thin. I was expecting it to be crunchier. It is very thin, but it's not really hard. The bottom on the crust. So see how floppy it is? I was expecting it to be nice and solid, not floppy at all. Kind of like a wafer cracker sort of thing. Let's take a bite. Go ahead and take a look at it there. It's got good flavor. Again, I do like the way it's cut. That basil pesto is very good. The marinara isn't overwhelming. You can taste it, but it's not really overbearing. Let's try the little tomato here. Okay, now here's two pieces together because they're not really breaking apart. Actually, this is the ultimate one. See, it's got the sausage on it. Yeah, this is the ultimate one. I am tasting that Parmesan-oregano seasoning. I said basil, but it's not. It's the Parmesan-oregano seasoning. It does taste good. Not bad at all. There you can see how the crust is. Nice flavor on the onions. Nothing's really standing out on it though. It's a good pizza, but not exactly excellent. I'm going to set it aside and move on to the next one. But it's just your typical toppings on there as far as the sausage and pepperoni. They taste good. The peppers, you can taste them. They're not really bold. They're just there. The onions, you had nice flavor on those onions. The tomato, obviously it's not your typical tomato that you just sprinkle on it afterwards. It's actually, tomatoes actually baked with it. So they're kind of gooey, sort of texture to them. And that's what you get when you bake the tomatoes with it. And for this type of pizza, that works. And the Parmesan-oregano seasoning is what does stand out about it, that seasoning. So now let's try the Pesto Margherita one. And this one has sweet marinara, grape, tomatoes, garlic, basil pesto, and again the Parmesan-oregano seasoning. So let's take a bite of this. Oh! Got some flavor there. That basil pesto. See all that green on there? That's what that is, that dark green. So here's your roasted tomato. But all that green right there, that's your basil pesto. That is bold. I'm thinking it might be a little bit too much. See how thick it is on there? That's very thick, very bold. That taste, the basil pesto, is overbearing everything else. You get a bite with that in it, you're not tasting any of the other ingredients. So I think it might be just a little bit too much. I'm thinking, for my taste, here's a little corner piece. And again, the crust isn't crunchy enough for my taste. I want it to be more of a thin cracker type crust. It doesn't have any flop to it, but it's almost like a saltine cracker type texture. Is what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm getting here. See how this bends? I was expecting it to not be able to do that. But then again, look again. Look how thick that basil pesto is on there. It's good, but man, that is overbearing. For my personal taste, I would lay off on the basil pesto. I would probably put half that much on it. And then maybe go a little bit heavier on, say, the garlic. Balance it out a little bit better. I'm not getting as much garlic flavor as I think I would like. It's just too much basil pesto. I'll try one more piece of this one. I'm going to try to get a bite without the basil pesto, so I can see if I can taste some of the other ingredients on here. Okay, now there, I'm tasting some of that Parmesan-oregano seasoning. I can taste it on the ultimate pizza, but on this one, the Pesto Margherita, can't really get that flavor because This is that taste is drowned out by the basil pesto. I taste the garlic in that bite too, and it tastes good. The ingredients are all very good on this. It's just, I think, for my personal taste, that basil is just too much. Too much volume of it. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to put this one away. I ate almost half of it. I'll go ahead and put this away and save the rest. I'll take this one home and share it with my family and see which one they like. I'm going to try one more piece of the ultimate. Well, 1.5 pieces. I get the little triangle corner on here. This one's a little bit crunchier on the crust. They did a better job on the crust on this one a little bit. Still not exactly as thin as I would like, personally. But it's not bad. You can see on the underside of it. Well, from that angle, it looks like a saltine cracker. But look how easy it bends. So they got the right idea. But for me, I'd like this to be just a little bit firmer on the crust. Those onions taste good. Those are good onions. I think I would add just a little bit more of the seasoning on here. This one doesn't come with garlic. I wouldn't mind just a little bit of garlic on it too. Would make this really good. Once again, that's the ultimate that I'm eating now. So of these two that I just got, the Pesto Margherita and the Ultimate Pizza, I much prefer the Ultimate. Only because the Pesto Margherita has some good ingredients on it, but it's just way too much of the basil pesto on it, that it was drowning out all the other ingredients. And unless you get a bite that doesn't have very much of that on it, that's all you taste. And that's just too much for me. So the Pesto Margherita, I'll give a 4 out of 10 because of that flavor, those flavor issues. Again, if they would go lighter on that basil pesto, I would knock that up at least another point to a 5. But I don't think I would go above a 5 because of the crust. The crust is okay, but as far as thin crust pizzas go, for my taste, it's not crispy enough. It's not quite thin enough. It's almost thin enough. It needs to be just a little bit thinner, a little bit crispier, a little bit more solid on the crust. Especially the way they described it. The way it was described in the literature was that it was going to be thinner and harder texture than the regular thin crust. But it almost seemed like it was a lighter, floppier texture than what I would consider your regular thin crust. So that was a little bit of disappointment for me. So 4 out of 10 for the Pesto Margherita. The ultimate one, I'll give it a 5.5. It's good. Just like the Pesto Margherita, the ingredients on it are all good. Same issue with the crust. Crust isn't thin enough and crispy enough for my personal taste. Some of the rest of you may love it that way. So if you like your crust not exactly hard and crunchy, but you like it thin, but you like it to be able to flop a little bit and have that softer bite to it, then that's your thing. These will be great. But for me, I was expecting that crust to be a little bit thicker, or not thicker, thinner and harder and not floppable. The sausage and pepperoni was good on it, just your standard, typical toppings. The fire roasted peppers were good. The onions stood out. Really good flavor on those onions. And the grape tomatoes, again, those tomatoes were fried, so they're a little bit soft and mushy, but that's the way it's intended to be. So it gives it a nice flavor, even though the texture may not be appealing to most people. The flavor is really good on it. And that Parmesan-oregano seasoning is really good if you can get a bite where you can really taste it. And on the ultimate pizza, you can taste it fairly well. On the Pesto Margherita, unfortunately, I couldn't taste that Parmesan-oregano seasoning. Once again, because it was drowned out by the basil pesto. So my final verdict is on the Pesto Margherita Pizza, Chicago Tavern-Style Pizza. The Pesto Margherita version, I will give it a 4 stars. And the ultimate, I'm giving 5.5. And that's my verdict. We're 28 minutes in, and it's going to be a short video today. Once again, I apologize for getting a late start, an hour late. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, hit the like button, comment down below, give me some suggestions on some other places that you think I should try out. Some maybe different menu items at some select locations. And I will try to go to the places you recommend if there are any in my area. And once again, I am in southeastern Ohio on the border with West Virginia. And so if you name a franchise that's only available on the West Coast, I'm not going to be able to visit one of those because I'm not hopping in a plane to do a review, particularly when I have church on Sunday morning, and then after I get done there, I head out to do this review. And so it has to be someplace that I can get to within an hour at the most after I finish up my my preaching on Sunday mornings. But anyway, we are having a contest right now that at the end of the year, we're going to have a drawing like we did a month or two ago. And we gave away a free, I think it was a $20 gift card. And so we're going to be doing that again here in a couple weeks. And so if you're watching my videos on here, there's going to be clues as to how you can get entered into that drawing in a bunch of those videos. If you watch tomorrow's video, which is dropping on Monday, there's a bunch of opportunities in tomorrow's video for you to get entered into the drawing. Also, last week, there was one video in particular where there are some opportunities hidden in that video for you to get entered into the drawing. So number one, a way you can get entered into the drawing is to recommend a Christmas song for me to react to on our light side music music reactions. And those are at 10 a.m. Monday through Friday on the light side music reactions on this channel. And so if you watch for those, and in any of those videos, just go ahead and comment in the comment section your request for me to react to a Christmas song, and be specific. If you want me to react to a song by a certain artist, make sure you specify which one it is. Otherwise, with Christmas songs, you're going to get like 50 or 60 different versions of the same song by different artists. So if you have one particular favorite, be specific on which one you want me to react to. But yeah, that's one way you can get entered in. Everybody that suggests a Christmas song for me to react to will be entered into the drawing. We just reached our 400th subscriber, so the person who is our 400th subscriber is automatically entered into our contest for a chance to win, and I'll be announcing that tomorrow on tomorrow's video on Mondays. And once again, there's different ways that you can just be paying attention to my videos, and in each one I'm going to, well, maybe not every one of them, but in a bunch of them I'm going to be giving you opportunities to get entered into that drawing. And it's free, absolutely free. You don't have to spend a penny on it. All you have to do is make a comment or subscribe or something like that, and there'll be directions on what all you have to do. But it's real simple, doesn't cost you a thing. So the best thing to do is to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. That way you do know when we add new videos. Then when those videos pop up, watch the video, and if you enjoy it, please hit the like button and even share it. Let people know about it so we can get more subscribers. The sooner we reach 500 subscribers, we'll have another drawing. So, and there's lots of ways for all of you guys to be entered in to win different stuff on this channel. Anyway, I've been ranting and raving here for a little bit, all to say Merry Christmas. It's that time of year, and we're going to be giving away some stuff, so keep watching to find out how you can get it. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe, and give me your recommendations on where to eat and also what songs to react to. We'll see you next time. Have a great week, and goodbye, everybody. Merry Christmas.